What's going on, guys? It's your boy Crypt here, and it has been a while since I have played this game and done a little commentary for you guys. So over the last 2 weeks or so, I've literally done nothing but songs and music and diss tracks, but I felt like I should kind of take the time and explain to you guys why I do these diss tracks. It's something that I've never really addressed, and a lot of people have asked me why I do this stuff. A lot of people see that I do these diss tracks and they think I have legitimate beef with some people, and I don't. There has literally not been a single person that I've done a diss track on that I didn't like. Well, except for Keemstar. I didn't fucking like him at all whenever I made that one. If you guys don't really know the whole Keemstar situation and why I made the Keemstar diss track, it's because he made this tweet at Raid Kiwis at like 5 o'clock and what the fuck? Alright, that's cool. I haven't been on this game for fucking 2 minutes and I've already hit a split 5 on. But Keemstar made this tweet at, it was really early in the morning. I don't think it was 5. It was more like, I don't know, 8 or 9, something like that. But it was on Valentine's Day, and Kiwis tweeted out, I don't even know what a Valentine's Day really is. And I'm not going to address the actual tweet that it was because it still irritates the fuck out of me, and it's something that just needs to be left alone, but he didn't fucking leave it alone. But I saw this tweet, and it just irritated the fuck out of me, and I just lost my mind, I lost control, and I literally made this diss track in like 4 hours maybe. When I say I made the song, I literally wrote it, I rapped it, I did the music video for it, I did everything all in like 4 hours. Like, it was just a huge spark of just pissed off anger. But in this certain instance, I was just like, fuck it, I'm going off, I don't give a shit. There's a whole fucking plethora of people that came out of there. Keemstar's like the only guy that I legitimately did not like that I did a diss track on. Like all the other ones, I just did it because certain people told me to, or they did something that was just like, I need to write a diss track on you. And honestly, it's just so weird to me that people know me as a diss tracker now because I am a white guy from Southern Kentucky. I'm seriously one of the whitest guys you can meet. I mean, I grew up around farms, I hunt, I camp, I fish. I do all this country boy shit, and like rapping is not a country boy shit. But now I've made this playlist on my channel, it's a diss track playlist, and I literally have 9 diss tracks. I didn't even know I had that many. Like, I just do these on a whim. I don't really plan any of this stuff. I mean, besides the Zoe Burger diss track that I'm gonna release next weekend with one of my buddies, Zansation. But the rest of these guys that I do diss tracks on, I just do it for the hell of it and for fun. Okay, I'm gonna go through and just examine all the diss tracks that I've done. The first diss track that I ever did was on Red Kiwis, of course, and that's kind of what made me the diss tracker that I am. I had never done a diss track prior to this. I hadn't even heard of people doing diss tracks online because I was so out of it. I was so new to the community and shit. So I made this on a complete whim. I think I had like 400 something subscribers whenever I made this. Like, I was just a really small guy and I was just experimenting with my channel. I still remember whenever I made this, getting 30 likes on a video was just a huge fucking deal for me. And I got 30 likes on it within like the first 15 minutes. And I was just so fucking hyped that this happened. But then like I was refreshing the video and it broke 100 views and I was just losing my shit because that never happened. I never had a video break 100 views. And then I just steadily watched it get dislike botted. Like, I would refresh it, had 1 dislike, then refresh it up to 15. And it got all the way up to like 40 something dislikes. And then Kiwis got a hold of it and now it has like fucking 750 likes or some shit like that. It's the most viewed video on my channel. It's got over 7,000 views now. So the second diss track I did was on a guy named Kiko. And I think till this day, that's one of my best ones because I just absolutely shredded him to fucking bits. And people really didn't expect me to come out as fire as I did on that one. Like, they knew the Kiwis one was just me fucking around, not really being serious. There wasn't really that good of insults in it. But what happened is that I made this diss track on Kiwis and it got pretty good views in the beginning. I think it got all the way up to 300 before Kiwis saw it. And about a week after I made this, I see a Red Kiwis and Crypt diss track. And I saw this diss track from Kiko. I was like, no fucking way I'm gonna let this motherfucker do this to me. So I decided right then and there I was gonna make a name for myself and defend— Holy shit! Triple fucking collat, and that was kind of a quad. Like, that was fucking cool. Alright, I think this video had around 100 views and like maybe 10 likes and 1 dislike whenever I found it. And then after I released my diss track and everybody went and heard his, I'm pretty sure it has like 28 likes and maybe 40 dislikes or something like that. I mean, I kind of ruined his video. But it's whatever, man. You gotta prepare for the consequences if you come after somebody so fucking ruthless like me. I know I talk a lot of shit, and I know one day somebody's just gonna fucking rip me a new one and I'm not gonna be able to come back from it. So my third one was the Dare RC diss track, and this is personally my least favorite because I had just gotten this microphone right here and I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know the settings that I wanted to use on it, so it just sounded all kind of muffled, and I just don't like the quality of it. But I remember doing this and I had the idea that I was just gonna call out all these other guys going for the RC and some other content creators that weren't going for it. Just basically telling them if they keep making all these generic videos that they're making, I'm definitely gonna be on top of them and I'm gonna be better than them. So the idea behind the diss track was fucking cool. People loved it, but you know, it's personally not my favorite one. It's my least favorite one that I've done. And it's actually the only diss track that I have that doesn't have 1,000 views, which is, again, fucking crazy to me. But I do remember it causing a lot of controversy, and I think it kind of kept me out of there. Now, the next diss track that I did after that was by far my most controversial diss track that I've ever done. I don't exactly remember how this happened, but all I remember is that Travi asked me to make a diss track on him. And you know me, I'm not a bitch, and so I went after him. And I did a lot of research on this, far more research than I did on anybody else. And I said some pretty hurtful things about him and a couple other guys in there, but I think we're all past that now. Every now and again, I still get people talking about it, but it's, you know, it's just one of my diss tracks that I've done. Then the next video after that, I believe, was the Tensor diss track. I'm not entirely sure. It was either the Tensor diss track or the one that I did on everybody that wrote a diss track on me for the contest. The Tensor diss track blew the fuck up. That was so cool. I mean, Tensor reacted to it on his channel. It did really well. Tensor enjoyed it. It didn't have a single dislike whenever Tensor reacted to it on his channel. I still remember taking screenshots. I think it had 220 likes and 0 dislikes before people got a hold of it. Then after the Tensor diss track came the diss track talking about all the guys that did the diss track contest on me. This is probably my favorite diss track that I did because I knew the beat by heart. I knew I could just totally fuck around on it and not give two shits what would happen. And that song actually has the fastest verse that I've ever done. It was like a solid 2 seconds or 3 seconds, and it was on Kiko's part of all people. It sounded like a beginner with the wit of a kid who wishes to go into a little bitty bit of a rap. See, I can't even do it right now. It's too early in the morning. And then came the diss track that people still talk to me today about. The fucking Red Indies diss track. I remember finishing the diss track at like 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night, and I'll usually do this as whenever I finish a diss track, the night before, I'll ask people if they want an early link so I can get a couple good feedback on it, see if I need to change anything, do anything to the video before I release it the next day. And Sorolution DM'd me asking me, you know, he wanted an early link. But there was a lot of confusion because I think he already thought it was public, but he downloaded the video and posted it to his own Twitter, and this was like at midnight, and it just blew the fuck up. I mean, everybody was talking about it. And then the last diss track that I did with me dressing up in the Luigi costume was on Obey Mario, and the reason I did that is because he asked me to. He commented on one of my videos. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the Red Indies diss track, honestly. And he asked me to do a diss track on him, and I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. Like I said, none of these people I have a problem with that I do diss tracks on, except for Keemstar. That's gonna be the end of this video, guys, and until next time, it's been your boy Crypt, and I'm signing out.